Hello everybody. So I just want to say before I start this video that I really did want to end off the game last video, but things were just really seeming to go too long, and I hate having videos over 25 minutes, and it still extended that. I had a 29, almost 30-minute long video. And I could upload really long videos like that, but usually I try to keep it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, at the most 25 minutes. And having a video succeed over that is a little bit much. But hey, we did get quite a lot figured out in that last video. I will be buying, as soon as I can, Chapter 2. And most likely Chapter 3. Because I would love to buy them. Just to have more to play. This is going to be a very long series, which I am ready for. So, longer videos is something I'm going to have to get used to. Because, hey, I'm doing this not only because I've loved playing this game so far, I really actually have, but just also for you guys. So, I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. Let's just go into our saved game file. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's where we ended off. Okay.
Please, just stay put. I insist. I'm not an invalid, Rose.
Okay.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier. It's not that bad. Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here.
Also, we got the letter back.
Myself to have that minor bump checked.
We have the note back, the letter back, so, which probably means that we're gonna see the thingy again.
At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
I'm just going before I can voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I found myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass window. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elders gathered some ways across from me. It was occupied in friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smiled to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Hey, maybe. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that I'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! How loud is this thing even?
A sharp ring fills the entire hall, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough heads begin to turn and search for the source, mine included. I dart around the small crowd before zeroing in on a lone figure catched between the same group of old people checking out the decors moments ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hands. Don't even see his face. I know whose back it is. Oh, I'd recognize that dumb parka anywhere. Without bothering to end the call, I marched towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Ashton, Frey!
What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded. Blowing, and followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. Bounce from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone and the floor. It's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha. An awkward boss passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then in two quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing is a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion.
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caused attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face
I
him.
just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm like he has touched something particularly hot and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
Ah.
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Ah. Okay, buddy.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
No, it doesn't.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it.
Yeah. Well, oopsie.
And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right? Okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he pauses, gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I'll ever think about telling it to if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without asking me for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend. Except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. As his footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers call me back, shadows reckoning. Help. I don't look back. We spend the ride back to Luxborn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ass will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles on it's on a respectable volume. Otherwise, he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, it's the rid grants he's been sending my way are signs. I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside, in the small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from a small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get a chance to deny it because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, growing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. Gnawing, not growing. I'm a little bit slow, chat. Don't blame me. Blame my parents. I mean, what? No surprise there. I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I was just forgot until Ash mentioned it. And it's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. It's just one of those things that I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks. Then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to just sit down with someone who's not going to nug at you. I accidentally skipped again.
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really, no different from a typical open house.
Damn.
On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job.
Because she ain't scared, she's smart lady. She gay lady.
Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh, the kind that screams, "I'm right, I told you so." I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provide I didn't butch it with the rights. Ma'am Hannah in particular didn't look too pleased with what I said. I owe her as a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
Nah, bro. That's actually funny though. That's a literal. That's funny.
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold. And my own heart beat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
Yep.
You made them angry?
Not angry. Just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
Exactly.
That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
Whoever Zach is. Oh yeah, the one we're watching the movie with. An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily, shifting a glance over at me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Aside, the sun has already started its decent casting a vibrant orange glow in the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue for Zach's film. Brah! I accidentally skipped again. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up. And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction knowing that I found most of them funny. It'll only make his head bigger. Stupid Ash.
Alright. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on, stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it are trimmed down versions. Only things he can tell. Even if in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on this strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they kept slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never cease to be entertaining regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Well, no, not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there, along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner. Before I know it, we're already at the movie house. Small crowd has already formed in front of the theater when we arrive. And that's where I'm going to end this video off today. So, that is a save. Let me just make sure I saved it. Yep. And a quit. I should still have it here. Yes. Alright, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. We actually made it to 20 minutes today. Alright. Bye.